All right, I'm here with Rachel Crow to interview her a little bit on behalf of the National Adoption Day to raise awareness about adoption. So, Rachel, do you mind telling me just a little bit about your story of adoption?
Yes, hi, how are you? I was officially adopted at 6 months old, and yeah, I was born addicted to drugs, which is unfortunate, but I got through it with lots of love and care from my amazing parents. And about 3 years later, we adopted my little sister, Hannah, so yeah.
And so, adoption is obviously a really good cause to be able to place children with families they wouldn't have had otherwise. What are some of the barriers that maybe people face when they're considering adoption?
I know it's kind of a scary concept because there are a lot of kids like me that were born, exposed to drugs. And, I know it can be a lot of work, but it really pays off and it's worth it. There's a lot of babies and kids that need a lot of help. And, it just makes you a better person when you're helping kids. And, every kid deserves the safety and stability of a home. So when you're giving that to someone, I think it's also very fulfilling for yourself.
And a lot of people, when they consider adoption, they think primarily of adopting infants like you were, but there's actually quite a few older children in the system, aren't there?
Yes, very true, very true. Yes, I think I think it's very scary for a lot of people, thinking, well, I want a baby, but, there's, say a 7-year-old little girl that just pulls at my heart, and I think it's important because babies do get adopted more than older kids. It is a true fact, and it's sad because these kids, these 7-year-olds, these 5 to 7-year-olds, they really need your love. And then it goes from 7, to 12, and then from 12 on, and kids are aging out, and it's not okay. Because you're putting these kids out into the world and they haven't had safety and stability and happiness and, a home life for a mom and dad to look up to. So it gets difficult. And so that's why we really need people to adopt.
And I think that's something a lot of people don't think about is, as an adult, most of us have families that we grew up with. So, if you didn't have that as a teen and you don't have people afterwards, it's got to be really hard.
Yeah, if you don't have somebody to, sort of reel you back in, or, you don't have somebody that's your safe person, it gets really hard. And I, wouldn't know from experience because I've always had that. But I could only imagine, not having my mom there or my dad or my little sister or my grandparents, anybody that I think of as safe, as a safe spot. So
what exactly is National Adoption Day all about?
Well, National Adoption Day is about adoption. That's just basically it. And it's about adopting kids and giving kids a home and happiness and love and care.
And are there, is there support and information available for people that are considering adoption or maybe people that have adopted that are struggling with it?
Yes, definitely. I'm sure I'll be there, and it'll be really fun. And there's going to be lots of fun things and lots of help, and it'll be great.
And so this is sponsored by a variety of partners, correct?
Yes, definitely.
I know one of the biggest names when it comes to adoption is the Dave Thomas adoption, which, I didn't realize he was adopted until I was, older. So a lot of my friends have, like I mentioned before the interview, a lot of my friends have gone through adoption or are adopting on their own, and they all have very different stories to tell, but they've all found it extremely, extremely fulfilling, like you said.
Yes, definitely. And, speaking of the Dave Thomas Foundation, actually, I am an ambassador for the Dave Thomas Foundation, and it has just been an amazing ride. Recently, we raised $2.2 million going towards foster care adoption, which is amazing. And, that's just a lot of help for kids. So.
And it's great to have a cause to support that.
Yes.
Do you have any final comments or things that you want to share with us?
I just want to say that I can't wait for National Adoption Day and that it's just an honor to be talking to you today.
All right. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Have a good day.